young to understand, and I was the baby, and I would not know how to handle things.
It's not the birth order so much that I think affects our personalities, but it's what the kind of legend that grows up around our families.
Trying to not have a middle child is why we have a dog. The dog became the third child.
You can show me somebody and I can talk to them for 10 minutes and might be able to guess their birth order.
I've noticed that already Hi guys, it's Heather Armstrong from Deuce.com. And because I had my second child so recently, I've been thinking about this topic a little bit. Does birth order make a difference or like affect your personality at all, you think? I come from a family of 3 kids, and I'm the youngest of 3 kids. And my oldest sister, my sister September, was expected to be the very strong and stoic and stable one. And then my brother, his name is Ranger, which sort of should just explain everything. And then there was me. I was the baby, and I was the baby.
Heather, I did not know you were the youngest of 3. Did I know this? I knew you were the youngest, but I didn't realize our orders were so similar. My sister is 10 years older than me, so I was definitely like the youngest last minute surprise baby who showed up. And I was definitely, I share a lot of your feelings. I was definitely treated like the baby.
My brother and sister had a conspiracy to try and get me to believe in Santa Claus for as long as possible because they thought it was funny.
My brother and I are exactly a year apart. He's 1 year older, and he was such an aggressive, social, intense guy that he displayed some of the first child qualities, but then I may have either taken on some of the first child qualities or exaggerated some of the second child qualities out of sheer terror of how things might turn out.
I am the oldest. I have both sets of traits of the oldest. I am bossy and I know everything and I'm completely in charge at all times. And I also want to make everybody happy, always, because everything is my responsibility and therefore it's always my fault if it goes wrong.
I mean, already, you know, it's like we're expecting a lot out of our oldest child, and I have to like remind myself that she's sort of been thrown into this oldest child role.
The first one is the one you make your mistakes on. It's not when you were born, but more the parents you were born to. So the firstborn, by definition, is born to inexperienced parents who are uptight and unsure and very responsible for everything. The youngest is born to a set of experienced, tired parents who have been there and done that, and the kids survived, so it'll probably turn out okay this time.
I do think that we all are all given these roles, and I think that a lot of parents are guilty of putting you in the roles and just keeping you in there. And you know, you're the oldest, you've got to be responsible.
So yes, I think we do unfairly, but also because we don't have a lot of choice. That's how life is. I mean, everything's so hectic, you're just trying to get through the day, and the kids get caught up in that, and so they act out these roles, either acting out as a middle child, being the comedian, being the negotiator and the peacekeeper and all of that, because they're trying to hang on to both ends and get that parental attention.
I think that, you know, the more kids there are, you know, the younger ones are sort of, they're the ones that get away with most everything.
I am surprised that so many of you, all of you, see being the youngest as being held back, as being the baby, and that you're not allowed to do anything and that you do it later, because that's not my experience. Both with my own children and in the house I grew up in, the youngest got to do everything earlier. Staying out late, dating, crossing the street alone, things that seem horrifying and unacceptable and just not ready for it yet.
I'm not bitter about it, although I did believe in Santa Claus until a very, very old age, like last year.
Even now, if I achieve something, I feel like everyone in my family is sort of surprised. Because I remember when she couldn't not wet the bed. You know, I'm like, that was a long time ago, kids. We gotta move on.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.